Hey guys, today we are going to compare three of the top brands of fuel stabilizer on the market to see which one ends up at least stating that it's the best. There's a surprise in there as well. You guys all know that Seafoam has been my go-to fuel stabilizer for a long time, and we're going to see if there's any product out there that will dethrone this on the shelf in my workshop. So hang in there. Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we create community, find freedom, promote preparedness, and share success. If you're preparedness minded or just worried about emergency preparedness, backup power, anything like that, and you're into storing fuel for any length of time, then fuel stabilizer is probably a topic you've either looked into or you found this video simply because you are looking into it. So the three brands we're going to look at today are Seafoam, which, as you've seen in the intro, has been a product I've used for a lot of years. Now, the next one, you're going to laugh. This is Stable. I only have it printed out because I don't like the product. I've had bad experiences with it, but I wanted to at least be fair and break down the manufacturer's claims today. So I didn't go out and buy one of those because I would never use it. And then number three is PRI-G. This is a little more, it's the most expensive of the three per bottle. But I've heard it mentioned in some preparedness circles in the past, and I'd completely forgotten about it. And when I revamped my fuel storage system this fall, I thought, you know what? It's time. I've got a couple of problems. Number one was finding better seal rings for the spout, and I've solved that for another video. And number two was, hey, I need to look at my fuel stabilizer. It's expensive, number one, so see if I can save some money on it. And number two, see if I can find a better product. So what we're going to do today is, number one, is I'm going to tell, or at least break down, the manufacturer's claims for each three of these products. We're going to break down the cost per gallon of treatment, and we're going to see which one works out to be the best value. So first off, all three are 16-ounce containers. All three, I took the price in US dollars off of Amazon.com today, which is January 10th when I'm recording this. So to try to make things as absolutely equal as possible. There'll be links for all three products in the show notes when we're done. And yeah, so let's dig into it. So number one, Stable, our little piece of paper here, is $8.99 per 16 ounces. Seafoam, $7.48, and PRI-G is $29.99. Now you might say, Tim, that's really expensive. And yes, this is by far the most per 16-ounce bottle you're going to pay, but there's more to it than that. Number one, Stable will treat with this container 40 ounces of fuel. Okay. This one will treat 16 ounces of fuel. And PRI-G will treat, see that on the camera there, 256 gallons of fuel. So first off, yes, this is more expensive up front, but look how much fuel that thing will actually treat. So now, breakdown of cents cost per gallon. Stable, right here, 22.5 cents per gallon of fuel treated. Seafoam, and this has been the one that I have used a long time, is $46.75 per gallon treated. So that's almost $2.50 extra per every 5-gallon jug that I've treated over the years. I never realized quite how expensive that was. And I try to buy this on sale, but it is what it is. And now PRI-G, 11.6 cents per gallon treated. Half the price of the cheapest one, a quarter the price of Seafoam. So that alone, to me, should say, ooh, this is definitely worth a look. Now, let's talk about how long it's good for. Number one, all three of them say that once treated, the fuel will stay good for 2 years. So everything being equal there, we're good. Now, number two, shelf life when open. So when these products are open, how long do they last? Stable, supposedly good for 2 years once opened. So that's about what you would expect. It's good for 2 years of fuel and good for 2 years of storage. Seafoam, according to and all of these come from the manufacturer's websites. I've done quite a bit of reading to find out. 10 years for Seafoam. That I kind of liked. PRI-G, 3 years. So it's kind of in the middle. You know, it's not the worst one. It's not the best one, but 3 years once open. And I'm sure it's good a little longer, but there you go. Now, from there, another thing that everybody asks is, will it work with ethanol fuel? So Stable, everything I found online said, yes, it'll work with E10 and E85. PRI-G, I could only find, I want to say, is it E10 or E15, whichever the smallest one was. That's the only thing I could find on their site. Now, Seafoam was a little more generic. They said, yeah, it'll kind of work with ethanol, but don't believe the claims of our competitors. They never really came out and said, yes, it will help phase separation. Both the other two said that it would. However, in general, they say that it can be used as a product with ethanol fuel. So we'll call it a kind of a yes. Now, here's the next one. I checked the manufacturer's site, and can it be used indefinitely? So if I treat fuel today with Stable, in a year or 2 years, can I retreat it and extend the shelf life of the fuel? No. Seafoam, which is I call it a wonder drug or magic in a bottle. Can it be used indefinitely to treat fuel multiple times? No. Can PRI-G be used to treat fuel indefinitely? Yes. I don't know what it is they use in the product that allows it to do that, but that alone is worth the price of admission, I would think. Anyway, hang on there, because now the next thing is, will this restore old fuel? And I dug through the FAQs on all their websites. Stable, absolutely not. Will not work with old fuel. Seafoam, will it work with old fuel? Absolutely not. PRI-G, they are absolutely convinced that their product will restore old skunky fuel. Now, I may do a test down the road, but today this is just a comparison of all three of the main brands that are out there and what they claim and the cost breakdown. So as long as you're okay with spending a little bit extra money up front, this guy right here seems to be the cat's ass. This is going to become, at least for the next year or two, I'm going to use it and make sure I don't have any engines blow up or anything like that. But just by comparing manufacturer's claims and cost per treatment, this by far works out to be the best deal with the best features built into it. Now, these other two, Stable and PRI-G, are not an engine cleaner. They're not particularly an engine treatment. So it doesn't mean that Seafoam is going to get kicked out of my workshop altogether. It's just going to have to slide over a little bit and make room for PRI-G, because now I'm going to use this for fuel stabilizer going forward, and this is going to be my carb cleaner engine treatment that I use. If you're looking for something that absolutely will clean all the gunk out of a two-stroke motor when it's set for, say, 6 months to 12 months, and it gets all that gunk built up in the carb and all the carbon built up, then yes, this is the guy to go with. I'll never get rid of Seafoam. It works great for that kind of stuff. But as far as cost per gallon of fuel treated and the claims that this stuff makes, can treat fuel indefinitely and it will absolutely restore old fuel, we got to give this a shot. So this is my initial thoughts on this. I'm going to come back down the road, give you some more thoughts on just this specific product, but this is definitely going in my recommended products for the time being. And if you guys have, number one, if you have a different product that you want me to compare at least manufacturer's claims with, send them along to me. Let me know what it is that your product that you like. If you've had good luck with any of these products, bad luck with any of these products, send them my way because I want to hear about it. I always appreciate it. And guys, if you want to know more about who I am, the quickest way and the easiest way is to run by toolmantim.co. That's toolmantim.co. You'll find the monthly newsletter there. You'll find all my social media links. And most importantly, you're going to find the shop where I have right now over 100 recommended products that I've used in my handyman business that have made me money or saved me money over the years. Stuff like preparedness gear, cordless tools, painting gear, hand tools, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I've got another 150 products getting listed. I just got to get off my duff and get them all, built pages for each one on there. But it's all stuff that's worked great for me. And if you like this kind of stuff and you want to see more of me, basically this channel, we have 2 review videos a week and 3 episodes of the Workshop podcast where we deal with everything preparedness stuff. One episode a week is even called Reparedness, where we talk about the art of home maintenance when help isn't around the corner. Products to keep on hand when the proverbial shit hits the fan and you don't have help coming. So anyway, guys, if you like it, hit the subscribe button, stick around, introduce yourself in the comments, and as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.